Hi there. I am for today's court update. Court finished prior to lunch, but I had to come and get something to eat, and my phone has been tripping all day. So basically what happened is that we finished the testimony of the internal affairs investigator, who was a pretty sharp gal. I liked her. She liked to make herself very clear and understood in what she was saying, so there was no mincing of words and no error in communication. So she was really interesting. I'm kind of sad that I missed the other days because she was there for about 3 or 4 days, I believe. And she's the one that investigated the 4 social workers and what they did or did not do in regards to the case. The interesting thing about her is that there was, I guess, an interview done with her and Clements, and whatever that interview was, she was not allowed to discuss anything in regards to that interview or anything that came from that interview. It was all privileged information. So in her testimony, she had to answer outside of anything that came from that interview. So it was interesting to watch and quite informative as to how DCFS should work, or how this whole procedure should have gone down. So after her testimony, the people rested, and then it was time to discuss the exhibits. So the people withdrew some exhibits, and they fought for another one, and they got all their stuff together, and the defense wanted to strike one portion, or one exhibit, and that unfortunately did not go well for them. They didn't win that. But all in all, I think it was a really interesting day today, watching the case go forward. The judge stated that they now were in charge of filing an argument. Each of the attorneys have to file an argument that can be no longer than 10 pages. And they have to have that submitted by 9 o'clock on Monday morning. And then from there, we are looking at reconvening at the courthouse on March 20th at 10 a.m. And at that point, it is believed that there will be a ruling made on behalf of this whole case in regards to whether or not it's going to go forward with a trial, or if we are going to be watching the case get dropped. I don't believe that it's going to get dropped. One of the things I was saying about this judge is that she's very, not opinionated, but thorough. She's very thorough. So she was asking questions of her own, and she has been the whole time. She likes to have things pretty clear, and she's keeping notes. She's really on point. She's really quick too. She wants it done quickly. She doesn't want to spend months on any one thing. And she was saying she has another case coming in, and that's going to take 2 weeks, and she has to keep moving. She has to keep it going. So this particular court has been really moving really well. One of the things that I was noticing is that as per usual, some of the social workers, well, one in particular seems to be having just a ball. He's having a grand time, being in court. So it's interesting to watch that. I think some of the other ones are kind of taking it more seriously now. I think after hearing some of the evidence, I think they're no longer under the belief that they're protected. I'm not really sure. They were just a little bit more somber than one. But it was interesting. Anyways, I wanted to, first off, thank you so much for coming here and listening to me babble on about these cases. I really appreciate it. And, one of the things is that I can't do this without your support. It's essential. We cannot make any changes without you, the community. And with that being said, if you want to come out to court March 20th at 10 a.m. You are more than welcome to show up. It is going to just be a ruling, so there's not going to be testimony. It's not going to take hours. It should only take, maybe 30 minutes, I'm thinking. I'm not really sure because I've never been to this part of the pretrial sequence. This will be the first for me because, the other ones were all done in Lancaster, Palmdale, and whatnot, so I wasn't there. But this is going to be a first for me. And so that address is the Superior Court is at 210 West Temple, and that's in Los Angeles, California. Department 41, which is on the 3rd floor. The things that we require is that, one, you walk in with your cell phone off. No ringer, no buzzing, off. And that you walk in prepared to just be quiet. Just sit there and listen. I saw today a guy was, he was talked to very sternly by the deputy because he looked at his cell phone. It is that serious. You cannot have your cell phone out. They do not want you to have your cell phone out. So one of the things we do ask is that as mascots of Gabriel's Justice, that you come in respectful and remember that it's not about you, it's about the case at this point. It's about going through and getting justice. And so we just ask that you maintain a certain decorum so that we are not kicked out of the courtroom. And we haven't been kicked out of the courtroom as of yet, thankfully. And defense attorneys have tried over and over again to get especially Gabriel's Justice banned from the courtroom. Don't think they haven't. They have. They want no media. They want nobody to know any information coming out of these court proceedings. So with that being said, if you do choose to show up, again, it should not take that long, but we do ask that you come with a bit of professionalism and realize that there is a standard we do have to live by in order to, be allowed in the judge's courtroom. It's their courtroom. It's not my courtroom. It's not anybody else's courtroom. It's the judge's courtroom. That's their playground, and I wouldn't fight that for the world. So thanks again for coming. Please subscribe, and I'll see you March 20th.